we are back on another windy day, but we have a 2023 Honda Passport Trailsport. And this is actually a very important vehicle right now. I know it's easier to get a Passport right now than a Pilot because the Pilot just came out and these things been in production for a minute. So we're gonna do a quick walk around on the Trailsport. So I'm pretty sure some of you guys are looking at this because you wanna wait for a Pilot. The Passport have been through one refresh already. And with the refresh, what Honda did is give it a more, I guess, aggressive presence. So they changed the fenders, they changed the new hood. It's a power bulge hood, flat grille in the front. You see that there. Different bumpers. They even changed the wheels to give it a more, these are pretty much the Ridgeline tires. I'm gonna show you guys a pre-refresh Passport real fast so you can see what I'm talking about. I know it's windy, but here's a 2020 Passport. So you can see the front end on here is a lot curvier, not as aggressive. And here's the rear as well. So you can see the refresh went from this look to this look. So for 2023, there's only 3 trim levels. EXL is the new lowest one. Trailsport's right in the middle. Elite is gonna be the highest one. Sport is no longer available in 23. First thing to notice in the front is the grille is a different color than the Sport and, well, no Sport. But then the EXL and the Elite, you have this like grayish kind of finish to it, a little sparkle in there. Trailsport badge up front. You have the LED projector headlights, LED daytime running lights, projector headlights. You do have LED fog lights, turn signals down here. They're not LED, but you can see there's some parking sensors in the front because you do have parking sensors front and back on the Trailsport. 18-inch wheels. Like I said, with the redesigned tires, but the Pilot now also got some rugged tires. I'm assuming for 24, the Passport will get the new Pilot treatment, but we just gotta wait and see what Honda does. Trailsport also comes with roof rails, so all you have to do is add crossbars, you're good to go. And they're raised, LED turn signals on the side. This one is the crystal black pearl, so there's no premium color charge on this color. Trailsport badge in the back, all-wheel drive is blacked out, Passport is blacked out. Get the big dual exhaust, parking sensors in the rear. So the Passport is about 6 inches shorter than the Pilot. And it's a 5-passenger. Come back to the front. Once it's locked, you put your hand in there, it will unlock for you. This button will lock it back. Put the keys on you. This one's also sold, by the way, so just like all the videos I've been making, I'm trying to hurry up and do these walkthroughs before they're gone. So Trailsport will have black interior only. It does have all-season floor mat standard. Doesn't come with carpet, so if you get a EXL or a Elite, you get carpet. Trailsport comes standard with all-season mats with Trailsport stamped in there. Orange stitching is only on the Trailsport. You can see it embroidered into the headrest as well. And you just leather wrap steering wheel, orange stitching in the steering wheel. Super nice, orange stitching on the armrest as well. 2-position memory seats, auto front windows. And then you see a third pedal here, so you still have a manual emergency brake. The new Pilot got rid of that and went to electronics. I'm assuming the 24 they may do that as well. Power seats with lumbar support. Passenger is gonna be power but no lumbar. If you want to pop the trunk, you have a button there. It is a power trunk, and then pop your gas tank. And then you do have power folding mirrors. So on the Pilot, if you lock the Pilot, it'll fold the mirrors. But this guy, when you lock it, it won't fold it, but at least you can still close them and open them. So let's jump in here, actually turn this on, get from outside. I know it's windy. Push the button to start. When you know the door's open. As you come down here, this is where your front and rear parking sensors button is to turn the feature on and off. You do have a De-Icer zone button. I kind of showed this guy in the Pilot, the new 20 Pilot. So if you turn that on, where the wipers are resting right now will it'll get warm, so it'll unstuck it if it's like snow or something like that. So pretty cool feature. Then you have your frontal collision braking, your road departure mitigation, traction control on and off. You do have econ assist. This is how you fold and open the mirror, and then you push it to open it back up. Your blind spot monitoring is on the inside, so I know a lot of you guys are used to having the blind spot monitoring on the side mirrors, but you have it on the inside. And then your buttons for the power mirrors, all that good stuff. But it's like half perforated, half leather wrap steering wheel, pretty nice. You do have off, on, auto, and daytime run lights, and fog lights. It's gonna be right here. So I'll leave this thing to auto. The 2023 Pilot went to a 10-speed second generation transmission. You still will get a 9-speed in the Passport. Also, you come back to the steering wheel. You do have some controls here, so volume, next track, previous. You can control the screen there. So you have trip computer, all-wheel drive. Let's actually zoom in this so you guys could see that. Let's see, phone, navigation, what you're listening to, auto life. We have the seatbelt on, which is pretty cool. Settings, switch from kilometers to miles per hour, and you can have it blank where you show nothing. And then go back here. And like I said, you can hit home, that'll bring you back, or you have a back key, phone controls, voice command, or Siri if you hold it with Apple. Your cruise controls on the right side, so you do have adaptive cruise control, you do have lane keep assist, and you hit main to turn everything on. You see two little green words pop up there. You can adjust the distance from the vehicle in front of you right over there. You see it's 4, 3, 2, 1, or you can turn on lane keep assist. It's pretty cool. Main turns everything off. Now the 23 is still based on the 22 Pilot, so you still get the same. It's an older version of Honda Link, but it's not as old as the I'll say the 22 CRV. CRV had an old system in there. With the Trailsport, you still get built-in Garmin navigation system, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. They're not wireless, they're wired. I'm assuming it'll get wireless in 24, just gotta see. But yeah, you have FM, Bluetooth, you know, built-in text messaging, satellite radio, social playlists, so you can connect multiple phones to the Passport and everyone can share, I guess, play what they want to play next. System updates, My Honda Music, so you can store music on here, which I don't know who does that anymore, but hey, you never know, you may do that. And let me show you guys the backup camera. Put it in reverse that way, and this is Honda's multi-angle backup camera. So you have a wide angle, normal, and a top down. So if you do have like a tow hitch or you're hooking something up, you can see exactly. And then you have cross traffic on and off, and since you have parking sensors, you can split it to see how close you are to something, and if you want to see like the radar to it too, which is pretty cool. Put that guy back in the park. And reverse is different than pushing down. Just in case you're doing this without looking, Honda wanna make sure you're doing what you're doing. What's also unique to the Passport is it's a 5-passenger, so you can see no third row, but you do have a tri-zone climate control. So driver, passenger, and rear passenger can have their own temperature. Turn that down real fast. Actually turn off the rear, and you can control the rear settings back here, or you can. Driver temperature is here, passenger temperature is there, all your controls there. Oh, heat seats is on high, trying to catch me on fire. You have heated seats front and back, none in the rear, a wireless phone charger, and you also have a little cubby to put some storage in. And then you have the push-by-wire shifter, so park, reverse, neutral, drive. If you hit it again, you go into sport. If you hit it again, you go back to drive. Here's the drive modes. So you push this guy, and you can see you have normal, snow, mud, and sand. I'll leave it normal. It's a cool feature, and this is turn off the auto stop feature. The Trailsport will have ambient lighting. It will be orange, so like you can see in the cup holder, that little white ring right there, that'll be orange. Door handles will be orange. It'll be orange all over. As you come up here, you have home link, so built-in garage openers, auto dimming rear view mirror. You do have a moon roof still too. There's no panorama roof on the Passport. Let's see if they change that for 24. But you do have your controls up there for it, and your window switch, and you have a sunglass holder, but you don't get the who threw that Cheeto mirror. That's pretty interesting. That's on the Pilot. Let's go to the second row. Let's get to the rear. First thing to notice, orange stitching follows back here. Soft touch as well. It's not leather, but it feels good. And then you have a little shade, sunshade, peasant blocker, cup holders. Then you got a lot of storage back here. And then you can see back here. And then you have map pockets behind the driver's seat, map pockets behind the passenger seat. All season mats. And then you do have a cup holder armrest in the middle as well. And these rear seats can move forward and move back. And then down here you have a household outlet with 2 USB-A's and air vents. Power tailgate. The buttons are right under there. And this one does have a PPO package, so came with a first aid kit, cargo net, and so cargo divisor back here. Doesn't come with that, but you can add that if you wanted to, but plenty of space. And there's storage under the floor too, but the net is on, so we're not even bother that right now. But you do have additional storage under there, and the spare tire is actually under this floor as well, and the subwoofer is under this floor. You got a power outlet back here, You can fold down the seats from with this button as well. Same thing on this side. That's pretty much the Passport. Real easy. It's a baby Pilot, but if you don't need a third row, come in handy. The Trailsport is taller than, well, not taller, but the ground clearance is a little bit more versus a normal Passport. This bird is just like, I'm gonna keep messing with you. Look at this man. But one thing that is different, these Passports, just like the Pilot, come with a PPO package. So it can come with a package where you have crossbars and a tow hitch, or it'll come with fender flares, and there's a lot of different packages that they come in. So pricing may be different because it comes that way from Honda. It's not like something the dealership adds on. Honda will have it already on the vehicle before it comes to the dealership. So if you made it this far in the video, like I always say, I appreciate you. So I pulled up the 2023 Passport trim walk. Like I said, there's only 3 trims. So you see EXL, which is the new base model, Trailsport, which we looked at, and then Elite. So we're gonna focus on the Trailsport portion here. I actually have an EXL I'm gonna do too. So when I do that video, we'll focus on EXL. But kind of what the Trailsport adds on top of the EXL, first thing to notice is all 3 trim levels have leather trim seats, but the Trailsport have the orange stitching with the Trailsport and the headrest, like I showed in the video. So that's specifically on the Trailsport. If you get an EXL, you can choose a gray interior or a black interior. If you get Elite, same thing, you can choose 2 different colors. But Trailsport is only black interior with the orange stitching. That's that. Also, depending on what exterior you choose, it may determine your interior color, because like white, for example, I believe can have 2 different exteriors, and another color like blue is going to be only gray. So be mindful of that when you're shopping. Also, the Trailsport is going to have a leather wrap steering wheel, which they all do, but it's orange stitch on the Trailsport. The all-season floor mats is standard on Trailsport, which is pretty cool. As long as I've been with Honda, I've never seen something like that where they just give you all-season mats. You just don't get the carpet. I mean, you don't get carpet, it's mats, but still pretty cool. Power folding, heated gloss black power side mirrors with the LED turn signals, memory reverse gear tilt down. So that's pretty cool. So when you put the Passport into reverse, if you leave the switch on the left mirror or you leave the switch on the right mirror, that mirror will tilt down to show off like the curb, and kind of, you can see a little bit lower. So pretty cool. Also the variable intermittent windshield wipers with the heated wiper zone. Show that off in the video. The amber ambient lighting. So I said orange, but it's amber, but it's kind of like orange. Ambient lighting at night is pretty nice. 18-inch wheels. If you get the EXL or if you get the Elite, it's gonna be 20s, not these 18s. And you get the 245/60 18s. So actually, we're gonna jump into the Elite real fast. Let's see, these are 20s. Oh, don't we give the tire size on here? Interesting. What about the EXL? EXL should be the same thing as the. Here you go. So on the EXL here, you had 265/45 20s. And on the Trailsport, they're 245/60 18. So they're more of a narrower wheel, but the tire wall is taller and the rim size is smaller. So I would drive a Trailsport and drive an Elite or EXL if you really care about the drive. There is a difference, but it's not drastically different. Just because you have 20s on the EXL and Elite, it's not gonna make the ride quality completely different, but it is nicer having a tire wall, more of a tire wall on the Trailsport to take up less bumps and like pebbles and stuff like that. You feel it a lot less. Built in navigation system that the EXL doesn't have. The power outlet, so it has a 115 volt power outlet in the front. Oh wow, EXL don't have that. And second row sunshades, you've seen that. And LED fog lights, roof rails, and compass. One thing that's important with Passports, especially with the 23, is I mentioned this before. I mentioned this on my pilot videos, and I think I mentioned this in this video too, is that Passports, some of them will come with a post-production option. It's called PPO from Honda, and you have these 4 options right here. So you have a function package, you have 2 different HPD packages, and you have a utility package. So the one that I just did a walk around just now, that one had a function package. So you saw the cargo net, the cargo cover, and the first aid kit. The HPD package is really noticeable, especially in pricing, because the HPD package is about $2,800 unless it changed, but I believe it's like $2,800. I'll put a link above my head. I did a 2022 Elite with the HPD bronze package, so you guys can check that out. But from factory, like from Honda, these will arrive to the dealership maybe with one of these packages, or maybe even two of these packages, or even all the packages, you know. So be mindful when you're shopping, especially online, because if you're in person, you could just look at the window sticker and you see if it has it or not. Or if you see like you see two trail sports and one of them is $2,800 more than another one, most likely MSRP, most likely because one has the HBD package. But definitely look out for that. Or if you're gonna reserve one or put an order on one, always ask the dealership or your salesperson if it has a PPO package on there, because this is new to Honda, and I don't think most salespeople will remember, because it don't even tell you on the website. It don't even tell you, like, if you go to a dealership website, it don't show you a Trail Sport and it says with function pack. It just says Trail Sport. So the only way you know is from the MSRP. So kind of give you guys a heads up there. And also, I believe in the video I was mentioning that the ground clearance is different on the Trail Sport and the EXL and Elite, and it's actually no, it's the same throughout all three trim levels. I mean, that's what I saw. But the ground clearance is 8.1 on all three of them. It's going to be 7.5 if you get a two-wheel drive EXL, because I believe you still can get a two-wheel drive EXL. I mean, probably going to be a rare. I don't know how common those would be, but I know the ground clearance is the same on all the all-wheel drive models. So if you want to check this out, you know, I'm on Honda Information Center. Like, I'll scroll up and show you guys. I'm here. Just click on specifications, and it's going to give you a breakdown on everything. So if there's something in the video that I didn't mention, or I don't know, I didn't answer your question or something like that, you can look through here. This has everything, like the difference between the packages, the Honda, what has Honda sensing, what has auto high beam, like very informative. And this is not like a dealer thing, and like anyone can view this. So, but like I said in the beginning of the video, most of you guys are probably going to be looking at 23 passports, because especially a Trail Sport, because if you want a 23 Pilot Trail Sport, I don't know if your dealership is going to have a bunch of them coming in. And I know the passports are just more available than a Pilot right now. Like, most of these passports is probably on the ground at your local dealership. And I know with a Pilot, you may have to wait, because they just came out with the Pilot. So don't expect it to have just dealerships have a bunch of Pilots on the ground, unless you live somewhere where I guess they get more cars. So like California or New York or like Texas or somewhere big. I'm talking about New Mexico, you know. So this is a whole different market compared to wherever you guys live and where you're watching this. But I'm gonna end everything here. I appreciate you guys for watching. Drop a comment if you have any questions, or if I missed anything, let me know. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.